Hey y'all. So the book is available on Amazon Kindle, and I'm just sitting here trying to get my emotions together. Um, I I don't know how I feel. Like I feel um I don't know. Like I feel really emotional, but like I don't really know how to describe it. Like it's just like this is really real. And I just don't really know, like, I don't really know how to put it into words. I don't really know how to put it into words. So I was just sitting here and, I mean, of course, I bought my own book. I mean, you don't support yourself, how you expect anybody else to, right? Well, so I don't know, like, it's really just kind of even wild to me to, like, see it. But, like, it's just, I don't really know what to say. I don't even know. I don't even know like how to feel, but it's like it's out there now. It's just out in the world, and it's just wild to me. I'm sorry, I don't even have any tissue. I'm just sniffling everywhere. Hold on, y'all. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just read something to you guys. Like I just first of all, I have Kindle, so like I just have it like pulled up. See, it's right there. Look. Like that is crazy to me, like to actually pull up my own book in Kindle, you know? And then, I click on it, like the cover comes up and then it's just it's just crazy. And I don't know, I think about how you guys are gonna take it and you know, I just think about like I think there's a lot of things in this book that people really didn't know. People didn't know these things about me. They didn't know these things about my family. And I I had to just really like put myself out there, in order to like just make sense of it, in order to heal from it. I'm definitely not the same person that um I was when I started writing. when I started this process, I am not the same. In a good way, of course. In a good way. Even like my health is just, I didn't know how, how impactful the help that was. And I just can't believe, like, I'm actually an author now. Like, y'all, this is really serious. I'm actually an author. But I think the part just is sad to me is, see, this is how I feel. Like, people like to give credit to people who give you a hard time. Like, let's say, a person um, talks down to you and they pick on you and they just give you a hard time and you just persevere, right? And it's like we give people credit because it's like, well, they made me tougher, or because they were hard on me, I had to get tough and get strong and all of this. And I just don't believe that. I believe that that's gaslighting. I mean, since like the beginning of time, because I like, didn't I always have this in me? Like, didn't I really always have this, God put this ability, this gifting in me. And then I took it and then I tried to grow it and perfect it and then give it back to God and try to grow it, grow God's kingdom. Like, I feel like my core purpose. I don't really feel like, I don't feel like I should give him credit, because I could have also been strengthened and, if I had had support. And I mean, like, support in a sense of, he did what was necessary to make himself healthy so that he could be a good father, so that he could be a good pastor, so that he could be a good man. And it's just, I feel like this would have been in me, like this was in me, but it just didn't have to be this way. Like, I didn't have to tell this story. Like, that's what I'm sad about, is that it's this that I am, I'm talking about. Like, I'm talking about my own father and my own life, and it is it's a very raw moment, very raw. And I'm just kind of wired. Like, I don't even know, I don't even know if I could sleep right now. I'm tired. I'm just so wired and like wound up, and I don't really know, you know, like, just what this means, exactly, Now you just sometimes feel like you just wish you knew everything, had all the answers, and just, knew what to expect. Um, and not that it gives me any fear or anything of what to expect, because like, I really learned to trust God through this process. But now let me pull it up too, by the way. Hold on. I had just sent out my email to people who are on my email list. So if you're not on my email list, make sure you get on there so I could let you guys know when everything is available, and you know, and when I have stuff going on. Hold on 1 second, I'll do a screen share. Um, Hold on, y'all. Okay. So this is the email broadcast that I sent out to everybody that's subscribed to my email list. So, I just be sending out stuff like that. I don't, I'm not going to bombard anybody with a whole bunch of stuff. or like when I have, bigger live events that I'm doing, I'll let you guys know about that. But like, it's unreal, you guys. This really happened. Like, I really wrote a whole book. So, I don't know. It's just, I just, I'm excited though to hear what you guys have to say about it, and to hear your feedback. And like I said, to hear your input too. I know that y'all will probably hear things and see things, read things that I just didn't pick up on. And so I think it's going to be really interesting to have a dialogue about that. Um, but, I guess moving forward, since my story is out, I have to admit though, I still have, like, I've struggled to tell parts of my story. I've struggled, you guys. And um, I can definitely I definitely feel a bit of an ease now because it's like the book is out. So, it's like how much more shy can I be about it, or uncomfortable can I be when, it's out there now, and it's out of my hands and it's into the world. So if you're just getting on, I was just saying that my book is available on Amazon Kindle right now. Like right now. I was in here. Actually, I of course bought it myself and downloaded my book. Hold on, can you guys see that? So that's the table of contents, the contents page. Can y'all see that? God, this is terrible. I might need to turn down the light or something. Um, yeah, let me turn it down a little bit and see if that's better. Um, but yeah, so I was just in here, like, just basically reading it, and it's just, I don't know, I was thinking I would read a little bit to you guys to, yeah, I think I will. So, um, the book starts with, of course, table of contents and all that good stuff, and then I do a dedication to the daughters. You guys know, if you've been following me now, that I have a passion for other daughters too. Um, I feel like that's what us women, like, we all have in common. And it's like, while we always try to find like that commonality, and actually what we do is we really try to find what separates us. It seems like more than anything. It's like it's color or skin tone or race or ethnicity or nationality, or it just seems like it's always something. But one thing that all of us ladies, all of us women, all of us girls have in common is that we're somebody's daughter. And like that position in life, to me, it just seemed like it came with so much responsibility. Like, it just, like that, just the title had so much weight to it. Like, it came with a lot of, it just came with a lot of expectation. And I think, that we all feel that. And it's like, whether we feel that from our parents, be it our mother or father, or we feel that from someone who is in that position of, leader, or in a position of a trusted person, and they violated, or they misused or abused their position, or, and it's just like, we all have that commonality. We're all somebody's daughter, and we've all had to carry the weight of that responsibility, whatever it happened to be within our own family unit. And I just feel like that's where, like, my calling and my focus is right now, at least until, you know, um, until book 2, where I talk a lot about my brothers, and I feel like then I think, you know, maybe a lot of men will start to see the effects of their trauma, and how those effects just trickle down to generations. I'm hoping that we'll be able to see things, from the son's perspective too. But right now, I just feel like it's daughters. And it's like anybody who even has a daughter, this should resonate with. Because what I share in this book, just coming from how much love I have for my father, like this is like so crazy to me. Like this is crazy. Like I just can't even. This is crazy that this is happening, that this has happened. But I think that people will see that, like, from a perspective of a daughter, but also as someone who, if you have daughters, if you have a daughter, then you'll see how they view you. Like it's like he never understood how I viewed him. He never understood. Like I wanted to admire him. Like I wanted to. And like, but he was just not an honorable man. It's like, but I can't make myself honor this person who is terrible. You know what I'm saying? And it was like I would have to make myself do it. But that just was conflicting with my spirit, because everything in me was like, he is wrong and this is wrong. And then I became wrong because I knew that it was wrong. And if I was to continue to just be silent, then I was just as wrong. And that was eating me up, y'all. Like that was eating me up inside. Like literally. Literally. Like I literally got part of my colon in my intestines, like my whole sigmoid colon and part of my intestines removed. And I know that I know it was because of him. I know it was. Like if anybody told me different, I feel like they were gaslighting me. I know it was him. It was that toxicity of just being his daughter and just trying so hard to carry that role and just be the difference maker. That's why he always attacks me. It was always because I was speaking truth. Guarantee anytime I ever got in trouble, it was because I was running my mouth. And what was I saying? I was speaking truth. And he always hated me for that. And I always hated him because he never spoke truth. Like, never. Y'all know how hard it is to look at this man like this is your father, and you look at him up in the pulpit and you know he lying. Like you just like, and really like, y'all know I don't even talk like this, but I'm just like, this nigga is lying. Like he is lying. And it's just enraging. And it's like, you don't have to. You never had to do this. Like when you see like a person who is really toxic, engaging in these toxic behaviors, like you notice they never had to do it. They never had to be that way. They just did it because they wanted to. And that just pisses me off. It angers me. And then to come into church, and that's where you want to do your dirt? No, absolutely not. Like, okay, My home was already an unsafe place growing up. So then, like in the church, right? Then everybody's supposed to be there to get well, to you know what I'm saying, to heal and to serve. So why you gotta come in here with that? Why you gotta be in the church with that? Like why? Ugh. And I'm just really disappointed that this is my father. This is my father. One of the major problems in the Black community today is crooked pastors. And look at my father. Ugh, it's disgusting. But now it's out there. Now it's out there, and it is what it is. But I wanna hear from you guys. Like I really wanna know what you think. I really wanna know, like, I really wanna know, like, what's your assessment of it all? But like I said, I was in here. Excuse me, y'all. Just I got stuck in my eye. Makeup. Um. So the book starts with a conversation that I heard. And this conversation pretty much sets the tone for the entire series. I think that when you hear this part, I think you'll begin to understand, at least, we'll be beyond scratching the surface of the problems, that we had, or the problems that I had with my father. Let's just put it that way. I'll just keep it between he and I for now. But let me just read this. Let me just read this prologue to you guys. Because when you download a sample of the book, you'll be able to see the prologue. So make sure that you go and at least download a sample of the book so you can see, and then more than likely you'll go ahead and order after that. Okay, so this is the prologue. It was all too familiar. You know what? Fuck all y'all, he said. Every one of you motherfuckers. Every one of you. You want to play with me? Come on. Let's go. It's game on. You want to play a game? I got games for every one of you motherfuckers. His tone sent a piercing sensation through my chest to the pit of my lower abdomen. I didn't have to see his face, the image ingrained. His eyes were squinting and black. His lips would become paper thin and tight. His face would flush with fury. His jaw would grind and pulse, and his stance would shift as if he were preparing for a physical attack. It was the voice of my father, the pastor, and it was all too familiar. He wasn't yelling. In fact, he was relatively calm. It was a cold calm that often disarmed people and weakened their defenses as his rage subtly increased. I was completely in tune with his emotions, a skill I developed as a child and how I survived growing up in constant fear. He gave these tantrums in doses, a toxic cocktail of verbal abuse, manipulation, and control encapsulated by religion, which made it palatable. But anger was the active ingredient. I want you to know I meant well, Pastor continues. I meant well to this church, and I meant well to this family. Y'all don't deserve me. You won't get me another hour. You just lost. It'll look like you won, but you lost. Fuck you. Fuck you. You ain't trying to help this church get nowhere. You join the ranks of everybody, playing on the pastor like he's weak. I'll show you how weak I am. It was the subtleties in the way he said things, the breathy way he emphasized certain words, his vocal inflections and tone, a carefully placed grunt, a pause, or a look. Experts in narcissism call it narcissistic rage, intense anger, aggression, or passive aggression when a narcissist experiences a setback or disappointment, which shatters his or her illusions of grandiosity, entitlement, and superiority, and triggers inner inadequacy, shame, and vulnerability. Preston Nye, 2018. No one could instill fear like Pastor. He was so crafty that most people were oblivious to his tactics. But this time the mask slipped. This time the threats of violence, the literal danger, the exploitation and psychological manipulation were directed at someone more innocent than me. Someone so undeserving of the hatred, disdain, and evil that Pastor's words were laced with. They may not have risen to the level of illegality or violated a rule, but I knew my mother, the co-pastor, was in danger. Every profane word felt like a gut punch that took my breath away. I could feel the anger boiling in the pit of my belly, the exact spot where I'd experienced that inexplicable attack, the section of my GI tract the surgeon removed. That's where I carry my anger. Where do you carry yours? So I hope that gives you an indication of why I'm so angry, of why I feel like my father provoked me to this angry point. I just saw it. I saw it and I heard it. And he's going to have to answer for that. But I want your input. I like to know what you think. So if you order, just let me know and, just reach out to me. I have my contact information on the book as well as right there on the bottom of the screen, thepastorsdaughter20@gmail.com. And then you guys know I have a link in the description, should be in the description of how to sign up for my email list and where to order the book. It's a link right there in the description box. So go ahead and order and let me know what you think. Is this something that resonates with you? Is this something that you feel like can be beneficial to, another daughter or a son even, or someone who just, has this experience or need to know about this? I mean, just it's time for us to break the silence. And I'm just happy that, that God used me to be able to do this, and that God is using you all, whoever you may be, to help spread the word, and to eventually tell your stories, and so that we can heal, and that we can be a blessing to others. Okay. So I think I'm going to get off of here. I mean, it's been an emotional day. If you didn't catch the live from earlier, you need to go back and watch it. I had the ladies on. They were former members of my father's church. They were actually youth members. So they came to the church when they were very young, or in my niece's case, kind of born into the ministry. And so y'all need to really go check that out and just hear what the young people have to say. They're 20 something now. All the ladies are 20 somethings now. And some of them have not stepped foot back in a church. And it's like, we have to answer for that. We have to answer for the damage that we have done to these young people and how we have turned them away from God. And we've gotten them to the point, right, that they don't know what to believe. They don't know how to walk out their salvation. They don't know how to express their giftings. They don't know. But whose fault is that? Like, who's responsible for that? So that's what I'm saying. We have got to answer for what we have done and turn it around. I believe that we totally can. We could totally turn this around. But we have to take advantage of these opportunities when we are given them. When someone comes to you and they say that you have harmed them, don't take the opportunity to do them more harm. Like, don't do that. At the very least, don't do more harm. But we are already past the point of don't do no more harm. Like, we need to actually be helping. We need to be serving. We need to be giving. We need to be doing. And so I'm really hoping that you all will, join me in this mission, join me in this. And I believe that we can really make a difference in these, and even the younger ladies that are coming up, like the ones that are on my panel. These are the generations of ladies that are they're at the age of having children and all of that. So that means that not only can we make a difference in their lives, but now we can make a difference in their children's lives. And I think we should totally take advantage of the opportunity that they have given us, because they came on to speak their truth, which means that they're giving us the opportunity to realize where we messed up and how we can fix it. And I believe that it's up to us, because they're all young enough to be my children. That's why I call them my daughters. I feel an obligation. And I'm just hoping that other people feel an obligation too. And then maybe we can actually link up and join forces and, actually really start making a difference. My God. I'm just so sick of the way the world is today. I'm so sick of it. But if I want to make a difference, I have to start in my own family, in my own home, so to speak. And that was my church home. That was my father. I have an obligation to expose his wrongdoing. What obligation did I have to keep covering it up? Let me ask you that. So maybe there's no obligation to you know what I'm saying, to tell, but so what, was I obligated to keep covering it up? Because that's the only other option. And that's not an option at all. That's not an option. Anyway, so like I said, I just feel like I need to unwind and I don't know, I just feel like I need to process all of this and just kind of get my emotions together, get my thoughts together, and just wait for you guys to let me know what you think, and yeah, and just share, And again, if you want to go ahead and get it, those who I promised a free download to will be available on the 6th. I'll make that available to you on launch day, so that you guys can come and celebrate with me and all of that stuff on launch day, which is next Sunday on the 6th, on March the 6th. What else? So I'm going to be going live all throughout that day. I'm so excited. So anyway, like I was saying, if you want to go ahead and order it, then when I send you that free download, then just forward it to a friend, who can definitely use it. A daughter who, or someone who, obviously a daughter, but someone who is suffer from narcissistic abuse, someone who's in a relationship with a narcissist and needs to hear this, to be able to make sense of the treatment that they received and the manipulation tactics and the control tactics that they use and the spiritual abuse tactics, and all of that stuff is in there. It's jam packed with some really good information that's all intertwined in my story, and pretty much the story of my life. um yeah, so I think you'll realize that I'm just 41, but I've kind of lived. Okay. I have lived, honey. So y'all are gonna see a little bit of that, a little bit of that. A little bit of that living, honey. So, but just let me know what you think. I'm open to hearing your thoughts and all that good stuff. Okay, so I love y'all, and let me know when you get it, and then sign up for my email list. Get on there and subscribe to my YouTube page, and like and share and do all of that stuff. And I really appreciate your support, and I love you. And I'll see you later. Bye bye for now.